Hello, hello, hello. Antphrodite here, your pop culture psychic. Well, it's time for part 2 of the future of our country. So I did a reading on the future of our country a couple of months ago. I'm going to put a link to it up here if you haven't seen it. Now, I have stayed away from political things. I'm sure that there'll be a little bit of political stuff inside of this reading. It's inevitable. But what I'm trying to figure out here is where our country is headed, how we can kind of mend fences and hopefully get some good things that are coming for us. I know we're off the heels of a really controversial election. So I'm trying to see kind of where things are headed. Now, I'm also trying to dress the part a little bit, okay? If you see me moving weird, it's a little bit short. I wore this for an Elwood's cosplay for TwitchCon 2019. So if you see me moving a little bit weird, it's because the jacket's a little bit small, okay? I have gained a lot of muscle mass from working out, and it's way too small for me now. But that being said, I felt like I should definitely dress the part. So remember that these readings are all alleged for entertainment purposes only, and we're just going to jump in and get started. So I just want you guys to know I'm really nervous about this reading. Please do me a favor and don't attack anyone or anything for what happens in this. Don't weaponize my readings. Just enjoy it for what it is. Please be respectful in the comments. And remember, if you love this reading, there is a link to my PayPal down below if you would like to tip. Oh! Well then. I mean... Okay. So I'm going to be blunt. This is something that I've been seeing for a very long time. So I am going to be blunt. I am going to say a few names. Okay. I really am. The Empress is reversed. So the Empress is a strong, prominent female figure here. Okay. Empress is like a wife. And she's reversed, which means that she's unhappy. And the Nine of Cups is about finally getting what I've wanted. That's a manifestation card about finally getting what I wanted. And the Nine of Pentacles reverse is about relationships. So an unhappy, prominent female that is finally getting what she wanted in a relationship for a long time. I'm going to be very honest with you, and I don't want anyone to get upset at me, but I've been feeling for a very long time that Melania is not happy in her relationship, and I'm talking years, okay? And I do believe that she is pleased, allegedly for entertainment purposes only, pleased about no longer being the first lady. Like, that is something that I've seen years ago. It's still there. I just have to be honest with you. I don't think that she ever wanted to be in that position. I don't think that that's something she signed up for. And it just comes across in every political thing I've ever done, every sort of reading I've ever done in the country. She comes through very strong every single time, almost immediately first. So I just have to be honest with you. I really do believe that that is Melania. I don't believe she's enjoying the position she's in. I don't believe that she's happy in her relationship. I just don't buy it. Yeah, I just have to say that because that one I've just been seeing too much. So I hope nobody gets too upset over that, but I'm being honest with you. That's what I see, allegedly for entertainment purpose only. Now, moving forward, the King of Cups is reversed, the Fool's upright, and the Six of Wands is upright. Now, to be very blunt with you, okay, so King of Cups is a male water sign. So I do believe that to be Biden, okay? He is reversed, and the Fool's upright with the Six of Wands. So again, I don't want anybody to get too upset with me. Remember that this is just a psychic reading. But the Fool is about spontaneous freedom and taking leaps of faith. So I do believe moving forward, Biden's plan for the future is going to evolve and change based off of feedback. And I also see the Fool as a young energy, which to me means that he realizes that he needs to listen to the young voters and the young voice. So his plan is not going to be what it is if he continues this thought process. So hopefully this remains and he doesn't adjust. Remember that no matter what it says in the reading, these people are human beings and can make different decisions if they choose to. But currently, this does give a little bit of hope with the Fool and the Six of Wands, because the Six of Wands is an ego and a pride card, but the Fool is attached to young energy. So to me, it indicates a need to really sort of assess and process what the youth enjoy and what the youth want. I do believe that the reason for this is because of the way the current election process went. I believe that he's realizing that there were some mistakes in terms of the hyper focus on the older demo. And so I do believe there's going to be a new focus on the younger demo once he gets into office. That is the goal currently. Like I said before, that can change. I also see that as a prominent figure. So the Six of Wands is an ego card, right? But it's also about being proud and standing tall. And the Fool has to be a younger energy. So we look at here the Queen of Pentacles. Now, Queen of Pentacles to me indicates, when it's reversed, someone that doesn't have a very big, substantial financial backing. Think of like someone who is a little bit of an underdog, but more so along the lines of financial backing, because it's Queen of Pentacles, perhaps doesn't have a ton of experience. Queen of Pentacles reverse usually indicates someone who has very limited experience in terms of politics or in terms of working with other politicians or things like that. But the Four of Pentacles is reversed with the Three of Swords, which is a selfless energy. So this person seems very, very much focused on humanity, empathy, stuff like that. Think of like a humanitarian or a philanthropist, I believe that's the word. But the Three of Swords is a little bit of heartbreak. So for me, I do believe that there's going to be some sort of, how do I put this? So this person, I don't know who it is. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not like super 100% knowledgeable in every aspect of politics, so forgive me. But whoever that young feminine energy is going to have a little bit of an issue because the Two of Wands and the Six of Cups is a conflict from the past, and the Hierophant is a commitment. So I do believe that this person is going to be put in the spotlight. It might be coming from Biden. It might be coming just from general. This person's going to be put in the spotlight, and I do see some sort of combative energy from the past that is going to cause an issue. So for instance, when I think of this type of energy, right, I think of like, how do I put this? You had a problem with this person before. So why do you continue to have why don't you have a problem with them now? Like, think of like inconsistencies. It's also something like a grudge. So there's somebody that's holding a grudge against this younger feminine energy. I can't quite figure out where it is, but this person's like pushed into the spotlight, and then there's a massive grudge. And I think that's going to be a little bit of an issue. I don't think it's going to be like a career ending thing. I think it's just, typical. But there is something that's, because like, to me, it's like we should be on the same side. Why are we fighting each other? That's what I'm hearing. We're on the same side. Why are we fighting each other? That's what I'm hearing. So I don't really know what that means. That's probably something we're going to have to dissect later. Maybe there'll be a part 3. Okay. It's going to be, Six of Pentacles has to deal with money, the way money was funneled in the past. Maybe I should get someone on here when I do these who's a little bit more knowledgeable about politics. So the Four of Wands is about a new environment, right? Because that's like, I want to change the environment and change the system. And the Four of Cups is about detaching from the old. And this Six of Pentacles reverse, which to me equals like past voting records or past like funneling of money. So it definitely looks to me like there's an issue with where money was being funneled into with this person that causes the fight. Now, I can't figure out if it's the young female that is fighting against where the money is going, or if the younger feminine energy was funneling the money into something in the past that, or like agreeing to something that they regret doing. I can't figure out which direction that is coming from. That is a situation that will be mended. So that drama will be mended pretty quickly. The Lover's card's upright, which is like getting back together. So think of like a little bit of disconnect, a little bit of a setback. It won't last very long. And we'll move past. The Five of Cups is upright with the Hermit as well. So it's like, we're going to adjust accordingly. In fact, I think this is what we're going to be seeing consistently. And I think that's why I saw the younger, youthful energy focus of the Biden campaign. I think small things like this are actually going to make a giant impact on how they moving forward. It's like, okay, well, this isn't working well with Gen Z. So we want to focus on Gen Z. I'm going to be honest with you. I did a reading on Bernie Sanders a very long time ago, and I got a lot of hate for it, but I ended up being right. And I'll put a link to it up here if I remember. But what's interesting is that I'm going to be honest with you, this energy feels very similar to some of the stuff that I saw in Bernie's reading in terms of ideas that he had. Like, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't really know everything about politics, but if there's a way to borrow some of his ideologies, that's definitely on the table. I'm not kidding. Like, that's what it feels like to me. It feels like they might be borrowing some ideologies or some plans or something from him, because if the energy feels very familiar to me. The focus on Gen Z, at least. Okay. I actually don't know. Okay, so Emperor is reversed, Two of Cups is reversed, and the Seven of Swords reversed. So that is Trump. Okay, I'm just going to be honest, because the Emperor is falling off the throne, right? So that has to translate to whoever's leaving office. Okay, so the Seven of Swords is a failure, and the Two of Cups is a separation. So once again, I don't know how long him and Melania are going to last staying married. I don't know. I don't know if they'll ever officially break up or if it'll just be like hush hush. I just don't buy that relationship is going to last very much longer. Regardless, though, I do believe that when he leaves, because I do see him leaving, he's obviously not going to go out without a little bit of drama. The Star is reversed, which to me is negative attention and throwing a temper tantrum. The Ten of Wands is the relieving of burdens, and the Knight of Cups is upright. I just think that he's going to do something petty on the way out to Biden, and that's it. Like, I honestly don't know. This could change. This is subject to change. It doesn't really feel super combative. To me, it feels like a childish lashing out or a sore loser. And again, I'm not trying to choose sides or be disrespectful. I'm literally just telling you what I see. He has to be the Emperor because he's in the position of power currently. So I do see him leaving and just doing something kind of lame and dramatic towards Biden. Hopefully it remains civil and simple and it doesn't evolve past that. Fingers crossed. But currently that's the direction we're headed, where it just kind of seems as a little bit like a cheap shot. Yeah, I just kind of see it as like a little bit of a cheap shot. Like, think of it as like a shunning, you know, like when you don't shake someone's hand or say hello. It's very similar to that. So I think that I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know. I honestly think he will leave. I don't know if he'll really stay. That could change. Like I said before, it's definitely subject to change. But currently, I do think that he's going to take his L and go. Let's hope it stays that way. I really hope it stays that way. The Chariot is reversed, the Wheel of Fortune's upright, and the High Priestess is reversed. So, I mean, he's going to try and do something right before he leaves with some sort of legislation or something. I don't know what it is, but yeah. I don't think that'll work, but he's going to try. I also do think that he's going to try to move. There's some sort of attempt at moving outside of the country. I don't know what that is, but I don't know if it'll actually happen, but there's definitely some sort of like random attempt there. I don't know where that's coming from. I don't know where it's coming from. I don't know if it's him or another person or Melania. I don't know what it is, but okay. So Page of Wands is upright, Page of Pentacles is upright, and the Queen of Wands. Who's that? Fire sign, female, or just a very beautiful, bold, confident woman. Exceeding expectations, gaining a voice. Who is this? She's not like the other girls. Like, because the Three of Cups is about standing out. So this is someone who is not like the other girls. Okay, so this card right here, it's like three women. So think of these as like three white women, right? And then it's reversed. So to me, it indicates like I'm not like the other girls, right? So I do believe it's probably a woman of color. It doesn't have to be though. It's just someone who's very different than everyone else. The Nine of Wands is about walking on eggshells, and the Knight of Wands upright, which means that somebody, I don't think it's just one person though. Somebody's threatened by her massively. Huh. The Three of Pentacles is a job card, which means like her job is secured, honey. Like this, the moon is upright with the sun reversed, which is about lying to her and lying about their support. Someone's threatened massively by her. The Knight of Wands has to be like an immature dude. So it's someone who's massively threatened by her, but is not public about it yet. Why do I feel like she's gonna have allies pretty soon? I see her having some sort of prominent allies around her. Maybe it's like another woman or another two women or something. There's some sort of allies. It's like a group. It's like establishing a group. Ace of Cups is about a bond, so like a friendly bond. The Seven of Cups is like selling hope to people. And the Devil card is about fighting back from the negativity. Think of like misogyny, racism, things like that. Homophobia, transphobia, stuff like that. So there's like, it's like a linking up. I don't know if it's her and someone else, because the Two of Swords here, I can't tell if it's like her and someone else, but there's some sort of linking up. And it's rallied through the internet. So the Six of Swords says they use the internet and social media to generate interest, and they rally the troops that way. And the Five of Wands is like fighting back against the herd. I don't know who this girl is, okay? Very fierce. Think of like a very strong, like, how do I put this? To me, it reminds me of like, I think of like, because I grew up in New York, so it reminds me of like all the girls I grew up with and went to school with, who were like not afraid to speak their mind and straightforward, and definitely like a boss bitch, like that type of vibe. I'm sorry, I'm not like super knowledgeable about politics. I don't really know, but yeah, the Five of Pentacles is like an apprenticeship. So it's like you're learning, people taking you under their wing. It's a youthful energy who's like learning. And the Eight of Pentacles is effort, and the Four of Swords doesn't take no for an answer. This would be like if you humiliated someone and they laughed at you and were like, bitch, I don't care. I've dealt with that my whole life. Like it feels very fiery and feisty, you know, like a spicy energy. It's like, this is, yeah, this is very interesting. She's going to have a huge financial backing. Holy shit. The Ten of Pentacles. Who the hell is funding this? Huge financial backing. Eight of Swords is about feeling trapped and wanting to give up, but the Queen of Cups says that it'll pass. The Ten of Pentacles is a huge financial backing. Where is this coming from? It has to do with the Six of Swords. So the Six of Swords is the internet. It's like social media. It's like the bonding together. It's like, it would be like if a giant GoFundMe worked. Like that's the type of vibe that it is. It's like funded by the people. Yeah, Hangman is reversed, Five of Swords upright, and the Ace of Wands. So something I didn't succeed at the first time, I'll succeed at the second time. I won't let petty issues get in the way, and I won't give up. Restructuring the system. It's feminine as hell. Like this is alpha feminine energy, because the Knight of Pentacles, to me is about consistency, but that's consistency in like a, the masculine. And the Temperance card is about balancing masculine and feminine for me. And then the restructuring here. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, bitch. Are you kidding me? The Justice card's up, right? Absolutely. Seeking justice. Knight of Swords reverse. Someone is going to go down, too. She's going to take someone down. Like, someone is doing something shady and illegal, and she's going to end up spearheading a campaign that will end up exposing them. Absolutely. It's going to take a while, but yeah. I think that she might have issues. So this person is going to have issues with world policies. I don't know what that means, but that's what I heard. And the world card's there, so I'm like, world policies. So maybe foreign policy? Is that the word? Please don't make fun of me. I'm like not super 100% educated on everything politics, but I'm trying to learn. I'm just a little bit slow. The Death card's up right, and the Queen of Swords reverse. So like I said before, it's a little bit of naive energy and being in over our head because of the lack of experience. There might be some mistakes there that'll be remedied. But I don't know who this person is, but I'm going to be honest with you. I have to go back in my Future of Our Country Part 1 reading, but I feel like this energy was there already because it's very strong and very prominent. I mean... Magician's reverse, Ten of Cups is upright, and Strength card's reverse. It's like I might not be able to do the things I want to do yet, but I will eventually. I don't know what that means. I wonder if this person's going to run for president at some point and like they're waiting. Because the Ten of Cups is like a happily ever after. So that's a long-term goal. And the Magician's reverse, which means I can't do it yet. And if this person's young, I know there's rules to being a certain age to run. So maybe that's what it is. Strength card is reverse, which is like... a vulnerability, so obviously it's a weakness, so like, but you can't change it. Ten of Cups is also a family card too, so they're a family oriented person, but that's all of politics. This person has a very strong possibility of being a potential female president candidate eventually, if they keep on the right track. So I'm actually interested to see who this is. Let me guys know if you know in the comments. Again, I'm sorry. I tried to name as many names as I know, but I'm not like super educated on everything. I'm going to go ahead and pull from... I'm going to pull from the Dark Mirror Oracle deck. This reading is pretty positive. I honestly wasn't expecting it to be so positive, but I'm going to pull from the Dark Mirror Oracle deck. And what I'm going to do here... Oops. Is I'm going to try and see what we're going to mend and heal this next coming years. Like, what is the big wound that we're going to heal? Oop, I heard it already. Well, the first thing I heard was the economy. So we can look forward to that. That's going to be the big focus. But let's see if there's anything else. Okay. Everyone is going to have to pay for the part that they played in the last 4 years. Sorry. That's what I'm seeing. So blinded to pain is about people being willfully ignorant, and pretending they don't see things. Forgetting oneself is about forgetting what you got in this position for. Peaceful among thorns is about waiting for your opportunity to strike. It's also about inactivity. Then we see masquerade, which is about having two faces. And then we see atonement, which is people getting what they deserve. So those are people getting lawsuits, people getting pulled out of positions, people, potentially going to prison, allegedly. And then we see fated to suffer, which means that the writing is already on the wall and it's just, it's inevitable. They made their choice and they're going to have to deal with the repercussions of that. So... Again, I'm sorry if this reading upsets you. Wasn't my intention. Just telling you what I see from a psychic perspective. Remember, this reading is all alleged for entertainment purposes only. I'm not trying to pick no sides or do anything. This is just the energy that I see. I hope you guys will be respectful in the comments. Please don't fight anyone or cause any problems. This is all subject to change. So just know that this is the current path we're on, but with the highly tense political environment we are in, things can change every single day. I'm only doing this because I got pressured tremendously to do it. These aren't my favorite types of stuff because I know how toxic that it can be. So you'll get these, I don't know when, to be honest, but enjoy it for what it is. I love you guys. Make sure you follow me Instagram, Twitter, Twitch. I stream these live every day on Twitch. Come over there and watch us and get a reading yourself. If you're wondering how to get a reading, go on Twitch. Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, TikTok, Antphrodite. Let me know what you thought in the comments down below. There's a tip link to in my bio to my PayPal if you want to tip me if you loved it. And until next time, stay safe, treat each other with respect, and love each other. Bye.